Hi, I'm Natalie today, and I'm going to be sharing with you on how to do the Kandinsky music movable art. Okay, so what I usually tell my students, I go through and I shared with you my slides that I made on Canva. And so you can just go through that. But for the sake of time, we're just going to go right into Canva. And I have the pro version, which is so useful, but your students won't, or you might even just have the free version as well. Okay, so what I would do is go first into the presentation. And you can use some of these already templates for the background. And then I would go into Google and I will look for maybe one of the Kandinsky piece of art. But I've already have one, so I decided to use all the ones with the little circles, and because for the sake of time, I just it just seems a bit easier. But I shared with you one that I made just previously to experiment with this. So what I'm thinking about doing is probably having I like texture in the background because it looks really neat. So I'll type in black for the background. And let's think. Oh, I like this. So let's go and use this. So what I first do is create the whole piece first. And then when I'm running it, I take away and move it around. Okay, so I go into the elements and you can type in slides. I mean circles. Or squares. Let's do squares. And I just look for different squares. And I sort of like this rugged piece of around because it looks sort of like paint. And then I might change it to, let's say, the first one is like a green. And another thing what you can do is create your own colors too. So I am going to create my own color. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'll probably slide this picture in here because what it does, it will create my own palette with it. Okay. So if I go here, it'll have my own palette right here. See where it is? And then it can help me with the different colors. All right. And so I will change this to another copy B. And I will change that into another color. Okay. Oops. I think I might just make this a little bit smaller. And then Control C, Control V, and that would be the next one. So let me just make that a bit smaller, and this smaller, and this smaller. Actually, always trial and error when you are trying to fit these because you want to be even. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's try this a little bit more. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'll move this out to the side here. Okay, so that looks a bit green in the background. So I'm going to find it green. And this one is orange. This one is, I'm going to keep that color. Okay. And then you just go and you can also command crop them together or lock them together. And then you could Control C, Control V. Okay, and that looks like a violet in the background. Okay. And then this is like a gray or a black. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And that would be green right here, or a yellow. for that. Okay, and then this one would be a white. And then this one would be a blue. So let's go blue. And then we'll go 3, 4. Okay. And what I would do is just, I would add a little bit more to that one because to fill it up. Okay. Okay. All right. So this one is yellow. And above that would be a yellow as well. And you can also change it slightly yellow. I'll change it like that. And then, let's see right here. Okay, then you would have like a mixture, maybe an orange, and that would be a blue, a blue. Okay. Let me just get this out of the way. Well, I'll just move it over here. Okay, and then you could maybe spread it out more or something like that. I don't know. You got to think about it. Okay, and let's do that one would be, let's do that purple. Okay, and then, okay, so what we're going to do is that first one right there. So we got to get some circles. So we're going to type in circles. See what I've done previously? Okay. So you got elements. And we're going to put circles. And you can also upload different circles as well to this. And you can add, see, you can add a painted look like paint right here. And that one, I would probably put orange. And here's some orange here. Okay, and you might want to copy this. And you don't need to put orange, but at least you'll have it. You're repeating the shapes going on. And then you can change the colors as well. Oops. And you might want to change that to blue for now. Okay, then put another shape right here. Now, if I wasn't filming, I probably would take more time in doing this, but for the sake of time, I am not. Okay. All right. Then navy, we want to find another circle that would be really fun to overlap in with it. And could be into navy. It has a lot of fun stuff to it. So we can add like this to it. And we can add it as navy. And you can also turn it around. See right here, you can turn it around like that. So you can have that. Okay. And so let's go there under circles again. Elements, circles. Okay. And you can find another one that you could use. All right, that one. And you could shape it and make it smaller. Okay, and you can make that into a navy blue. Okay. And then you could just repeat the same idea going through each one of these, okay? And let me just go right there and right here, right here, right here, right right here and right here. Okay. All right. And so what you want to do maybe with this center one, because if you go back, oops, let's put position it in the front. So you go position, forward, so you can see it up. Okay, position, and you want to put forward again, and position, put forward again, and then you go here, position, put or to the front. Yeah. Okay, so you can have that front and then delete it later. Okay, so each one of those have a little center. So what you want to do is just Control C and copy each one for each center. And if you want to adjust it slightly, just to make it make it seem like it's more handmade or more different, slightly different, you can do that. Okay, but I'm just going to do it all the same for the sake of time. Okay. Oops. But kids really get addicted because it doesn't matter their skill in art and the main activity, and it makes it look interesting anyway. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad. It just is really fascinating how unique this whole activity is. Oops, I didn't do Control C for copy. Okay, all right. So what I want to do is copy, Control C, Control V, copy this. And so I'm just going to copy it into each circle again. And then later. Now, I haven't tried this in my class, but I use Canva because my students, I live on the Navajo Nation, and my students are very limited on the use of IT, any kind of digital media or whatever, even using Google. They find it really difficult. So what I like to try doing, which I did this year, even though we're totally online, when they had the opportunity to come into class, I had them work on this for their digital artwork. And it was very successful. It's not overwhelming now. If I started out with Adobe products, I think I would have a major shutdown. Like, nope, this is too much information, too confusing, and that would not be very good. Now, if you have elementary kids, this would be perfect for elementary kids because there's a lot you can do with the free version of this activity. I like doing the Premiere because with the Premiere one, I have more options in doing do transparency. Like I created a really simple t-shirt design using the transparency vector area. So that was a lot of fun to do and didn't take me long at all. And it's just a lot of benefits when you use the paid version. Okay, I'm getting this right here. Okay. All right. And then I have this side and that side. All right. So let's look at the original painting up. Okay. So it has a little, okay. So it has red. So this would be considered red. And actually it's more blue, but more lighter blue. And it helps with color, identifying color, seeing lights that you can talk about value as well in this. And that's what makes it a lot of fun too. And the inside of that is more yellow. Okay, so you can change it slightly. Oh, no, I don't want that yellow. I want blue. And this part, red. And okay, so that is sort of what I want. Okay, so with this one, oh, and there's also slightly a little bit more in it in the circle. Let's see. Circle. Okay, did I try this one? Nope, I didn't. So let me use this in the background, and we're going to use it with, okay, with color. So you go back to the palettes style. Oh, and this is another version you can do with it. Okay, oops. I don't want that. You can have it going into like different themes too, which makes it a lot of fun as well. Okay. All right, so we have this, and then we just need to fit a yellow element. Circle. Okay. And let's try this one. And you can put that over on top of that, adjust it, and then you got to position it up here, back. And then click on it, position to the back. Oops, what am I going to do? Position, nope. Position this backwards. There we go. And then you can have that. Oh, well, but anyway, you get my drift. Okay, so this is back. Okay, this is blue, but we want the inside of it green. So that is, we don't want that blue. We want, you might have to move things out a little bit. Okay, we want white. Okay. All righty. So, okay, so this is it. And I have that one circle right here. I like that circle. Might just get a little copy of that. But anyway, it's taken a lot longer than I expected. So what I'm going to do is just put this, just get copies for each one, for everyone. And just because it's easier. And then I'll change the color of it. And then we'll start on making the music. Okay. Okay. All right, so that one would be, I'll just put position to the back. Nope, not that far. Forward to the front. Oh, let me just do that. There we go. Okay, position. Okay, position. Okay, position, back, back, back. Okay, position, back, oops, back. Position, back, back, back. And I even created lesson plans like this. With the COVID and classes all online on Canvas, it's makes it a lot better to have the lesson plans all in color, interactive, really fun, and attractive because it kind of encourages. I think it encourages them to read and to look at your activities more too. Okay, so this is that, and with that, okay, I'll just leave it like that. And then this one has a little bit of green. So I will add that to it and position all the way to the back. No, not that. And it'll be back, 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 back. Okay, so that makes it kind of fun. Okay, and the inside of it will be, I'll just put orange because orange, and this one is yellow, and this one would be white. But anyway, so let's just end it right here because just for the sake of time. Okay, so what you can also do is you have this and you can add, I'd make another copy, Control C, Control V. So right down here, you have another copy. So you have this, but you also want to put your name to it next. Okay, you can, whatever suits your fancy, making it fun, and you can do that. Okay. And then you want to, sometimes with the Screenomatic, okay. Kandinsky. Inspired. Let's lower this. Okay. Art. Okay. And, oops. Okay. And what is this one called? Okay, then you go image, and it is called concentric circles. Squares with concentric circles. Okay, let's see. Okay, go right here, and I put it right here. And gotta lower that. Now, pink and blue doesn't look that great together. So I will change the color of it. Okay, so let's go here and we can put red outline. So if you see this, see there's red outline, and you can also, let's see. And blue, green. Okay, I'm trying to figure out why is this, the inside isn't doing what I want to do. For some reason. Oh well. Anyway, that's what it is. It is what it is. And so I got to swap those two pieces. Okay. Now, Control V, Control V. Okay. Now what I want to do is look at some music and hear some music. You cannot upload your own music in Canva. You just have to pick out what you want and what the way it sounds. I don't know about that. I want it some kind of funky because it can really pop out. And you want instrumental. a lot of fun to do of the sun. Okay. All right. So what you're going to do next is you're going to start having them move, or you can have them change colors. And so what I'll do is probably have them do some changing colors. So I can go like this. Okay. All right. And then, okay, then you go Control C, Control V. You can Control V with that. I don't need this. Actually, I like that more. So I'm gonna delete that. Delete that. Oops. Undo up there. And I will okay. And consent. Oops. Let me go back over here. And then go back here. All right. Okay. So, and then you could go right here, and then you can add this. And delete that. And you want to go over here, and then you could add this. Okay. And then you want to add this. Okay. And then you can start moving them up and around. You can start deleting things. And moving things about. Okay. And then you go like this, Control C, Control V. And then you're going to start deleting things again. And then maybe add a different color to it. Okay. And then you might want to Control C, and then you might want to just start deleting more. Okay. Okay, and then maybe change it a bit. Okay, then Control C for copy. Okay, and then you want to just delete more. And maybe move the squares around. Okay, and then change in the color a bit. And then you might want to just Control C, Control V. Maybe can keep this color. I like this color. It's kind of funky. And then just get rid of everything else. Okay, so you might want to just okay, and then just move it around. And then you want to just Control C, Control V, and then maybe just like this. And then, yeah, you just make them big. Okay, and then you go Control V, and then maybe make it even more bigger. Okay, then Control C, Control V, and then maybe delete. Control-6V. Control-C, Control-V. Control-C, Control-V. Okay. Delete, 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 delete. Okay, Control-C, Control-V. Okay, Control-C, Control-V. Okay, got this. Now we got it. Okay, and then you got to do some of this alignment stuff here. Okay. And then back up here. Okay, and then you can just do a lot of fun stuff, but let's start at the beginning and let's play the sun. Let's do present and see what happens. What I've done wrong. Okay, so what you're going to have, oops, oh my goodness, what did I do with it? Okay. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, okay, I'm just going to do animate different things. You could have it going fun stuff here. Animate, tumble, animate, pan, animate, photo zoom, animate, pop, animate, tumble again, animate, baseline, animate, rows, and animate, rise, animate, scrapbook. Okay, and so we got the music here. Okay, and then we're going to download into a MP4 video. Now, at this point, I would definitely be talking to students how when you're creating art, how it has to match with the beat of the music and have it transition with the music as well, and maybe having it pop with the beats. This is a really good preliminary for graphic design and entering graphics, like in music videos, in movies, in a lot of programs, even just YouTube videos. You need to have the music going with the video itself. Now, I would also discuss with the students how to watch the other videos that was made in the inspiration with Kandinsky art too. I'm sorry, it's taken a while for it to download. But there's all of it doesn't matter what their skill in art, but because this will make a student feel great what they accomplished. Other students will find it really fascinating what you did. In fact, you can also download them and put them in your YouTube video for the end of year art show and sharing it within the school or in the district. They can even use this same tool to create yearbook photos. You're sticking it in yearbooks. And it would be fun to have these videos with a code, and where they would scan the code and then they can see the video from the yearbook. And that would be another option. QR code, that's what it is. In fact, it would be fun to put it on your school YouTube video, and then you put a copy of it in the yearbook, and students can get their phone, scan the QR code, and then they can see the video. They can see the students' artwork come to life. And obviously, you should get parent permission. Maybe you don't want to put the student's name on the video itself, but within the yearbook, you can put the student's name in the yearbook. And that would really add some value to your course. And I just feel like sometimes art programs are cut out because of cost, because of materials. But if you incorporate digital art, any kind of graphics using the computer into your program, it would add more value to your program too, because they're not only learning about art; they're gaining a 21st century skill. Now I will it seems like it's taken a bit of time, but I will download it later for you. Okay, so I finished downloading it, and so we can watch it right now. What I like, okay, like it does turn off abruptly, which there's nothing you can do with this program. But I like the black screen at the end because it just adds a little bit of, it sort of mentally phases the music at the end. Another thing that I do with my students is create a logo for themselves at the beginning of the school year, the semester, so they can put their logo at the end. And I'll share with that another time.